sit here awkwardly like,
yeah, I know, right?
I don't know who this guy is. Anyways, what's going on, guys? So I'm actually doing another builder showcase here at Hobbytown. Obviously, we're in the white room, and because there's not a whole row of guns around us, we're clearly not in the Matrix. So this is Eric.
How's it going, guys?
If you remember from the New Year's showcase contest that we did, I said that I was going to bring him back on to check a look at his kits that he built. Now, just coincidentally, without really realizing it, he already had a kit up here that won a contest. So that's awesome. So we're going to get a twofer here. So if you want to tell the people about yourself a little bit, because I know nothing of you, other than your name is Eric.
My name's Eric. I've been building Quanta since I was like maybe 13, 14 years old. Just recently I started getting into the whole modding, painting, customizing aspect of the hobby.
Yeah, because you said this one was one of your first real full-on paint changes,
yeah, paint
right?
jobs.
Okay. Which is almost a lie, because you have another one right there.
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, well, we'll look at that better. How old are you, sir?
I'm 30 years old.
Okay, so you're a little bit younger than me. I feel old sometimes, guys. Some of these builders are coming up, and they're in their 20s, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, I know.
And then I look at Dion, and I feel much better about my life. But, yeah, so, I mean, that's kind of cool, though. You started off when you were younger.
Yeah.
I feel like I missed the boat on Gundam when I was a kid. I know they existed because I saw the kits at Suncoast, which is weird because that's where I bought my Endless Waltz movie. It was the first time I ever saw Gundam at all. And I didn't realize they were kits. I thought they were toys because the box doesn't tell you anything at all.
Definitely.
And then I saw the PG Wing Zero Custom at DNA Comics, the old DNA Comics, way back in the day. And I was like, that's awesome. Once again, didn't realize it was a model kit. And I was into model building back then. But I was doing cars and trucks and stuff like that. I didn't even know that giant robots were a thing.
Yeah, definitely. Same here. Actually, I started during middle school making model cars. You know, they were making little contests, and I would be, you know, the typical guy that would make the lowrider and make all, you know, all the switches and stuff.
I did I had both a 58 and a 62 Impala lowrider kits.
Nice.
Those were fun.
Yeah, definitely. I built a 64, I believe.
Oh, nice. I did my 62 was a convertible.
Gotcha.
And I did it a nice metallic blue with a white interior because it had to be all pimp like that.
Oh, yeah. It had to be. You know, it's an Impala.
Oh, yeah. And I did my 58. I did it as a lowrider version because it was a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
And I did a two-tone black and red.
Oh, nice.
It was pretty. It was a terrible paint job back in the day, by the way. Rattle can when I didn't know how to use rattle cans properly. Yeah. And Tamiya was not a thing in my life. Oh, now I want to build model cars with using either. Actually, I wasn't even using Model Masters. I was using what is the other guys? Testers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. So enough about us. We're just weirdos. Hi, Josh.
Hello.
Like I said, I'm still at Hobbytown. So we're gonna go ahead and look at his kits out here. All right. So first and foremost, we're gonna look at your winning kit from the original Texas Gundam Club Grand Prix last year. And it is a custom Shia's Quanta.
Shia Quanta, yes, sir.
And, well, tell me about it so I don't have to keep asking you questions.
It was a last-minute choice and a last-minute build for the contest. Originally, I had no idea where I was going to go, and I saw this kit, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. Built it, and I was like, okay, I can do something with this because it actually balances so well by itself, by the original kit itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say irony. We were having problems getting it to stand up here.
Yeah. Then I went to adding a little bit more to it, and voila.
I was gonna say, because obviously it has twin backpacks here, which threw me off at first. I was thinking, man, there's a lot more to this than I remember, and I built this kit, and it didn't even occur to me she's got two swords. Yeah. I'm a dummy. Did you actually buy another kit, or did you have a friend?
I actually had to buy the original kit. I had bought the backpack itself. When I was modding it to fit the second one, it broke.
Oh no!
So I was like, you know what? I have to go buy another one. And
I see what you did with the backpack.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I did a similar setup with a different kit, but on a MG level, and it's a pain trying to get both of those arms to articulate back there. And I'll show it off a little bit here, a little bit closer, but I'm trying not to manhandle it much. Did you obviously did a color change on it?
Yes, sir.
Or is it just the gold, or did you paint everything?
It was actually, it's painted. The whole kit itself is painted. The white is on a pearl white.
Okay.
The gold itself, obviously, and The blue is dipped in pledge.
Oh, you pledged it? Get that
Yes.
nice sheen that Mitchell swears by?
Yeah.
Very nice. Did anybody give you any tips or hints on it?
I came actually here to ask a couple of guys, and
Yeah.
they said, hey, just if you have airbrush, airbrush it. If you have some way to dip it.
Nice.
And everything was dipped.
That's cool. Yeah, that's one of the things. I just need to get a bucket of pledge
Yeah.
and just figure out how to use it. And I'm trying to I guess this is the trophy he won, guys. Just like Dion's, because he actually won the better, bigger trophy. The irony is that's actually a Build Fighters kit with this. Unless that's not a cardigan. I thought it was.
I believe it is.
It's Power Gym one way or the other. But that's actually pretty fun. I never thought about it. You guys get to take the trophies home eventually, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, they've only ever been up here all these last few months. I never thought about the fact, you guys get to take it home? Because that's actually pretty cool. And by the way, by the end of the year, you may or may not come back on again. But I'm trying to have viewers pick their favorite builders.
Oh, cool.
So actually, Dustin Word won last year's with his custom heavy arms,
Oh,
which
nice.
surprised me because he was the first person on ever, and he wasn't even in person, but people loved it that much. But this thing is actually very, very cool. How long did it take you to do it all?
Give or take, I snapped the kit maybe within a week, painted and fully customized with the backpack, maybe 3 weeks, a month.
That's not too bad. I mean, to do a full palette swap, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, for the most part, the things that are white stayed white.
Yeah.
On the Gundam, but then of course this is hard. Cause I'm talking with your accent. This part's hard because it was green. Trying to paint white over any other color is it's pain. Because you have to prime it and then coat it something else first, and then getting it there. Gold seems to cover anything pretty easily.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
no issues with the gold. The white was kind of iffy at first, especially on the weapons, on the swords. Everything else was just relatively easy.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, it probably retains enough of the fun stuff so you can still play with the extra blades and things like that. We're just not going to. For safety reasons, you can see all you need to see. It's good, guys, right? Yeah. But I like it. I mean, it definitely stands out. Because it's good enough for me to not notice that it wasn't a regular Quanta. It's like when something blends in well enough that somebody doesn't even register that it's different. Yeah. It's like one thing I pull out with Josh and Dion is like, these things aren't supposed to look like this, but it's so natural to it. Yeah. So I mean, you're already there. I mean, you're getting there. I mean, you haven't done a whole lot of customs so far, but like we're gonna see with your other one here. Well, we've technically seen it before, but we'll have much better lighting, no smoke and less noise.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's go ahead and pull out your awesome Fenice here. All right, guys, so we've seen this before at the e-cig Vapor Lounge, but of course, here we can actually get a good look at it. Now, I don't think I asked you there, but did you ever get this thing a name, or was it just a straight up just Fenice, whatever?
Just a straight up Fenice, I believe.
Okay, because it could be Fenice Noir.
Yeah, true.
Go there. So French and Italian, same time. But it does look really awesome. Actually, in this lighting, I can see a lot more of where you did a little bit of shading and weathering to it. Definitely stands out a lot more. And guys, a lot of you really, really love this. And the color swap is really good. It definitely, it screams, well, Dark Fenice, really, or Dark Phoenix. It is what it is. I really have dug this thing like forever. I love the red eyes, too.
Oh, definitely.
That's the
most outstanding thing on there.
Let's see if I can actually zoom in and get that. Yeah, probably. Well, maybe. I can't get a light in there, but it's in there. We had a light earlier. There we go. Ooh. We can't focus that close, but who cares? It's good. There we go. I know, professional filming and everything. It's so good. I don't think I noticed this before. I think I saw it in pictures, but like the medallions on the shoulders where you actually have the gold and the silver. Yeah. That's so awesome. Yeah, it literally took like looking at this thing back and forth. What am I looking at? Oh, pictures. Oh, yeah. Hey, if you have works in progress pictures, make sure you send them to me because I like putting those in at the credits. Yeah, definitely. Especially when you do something this extensive. It's always fun. I really like it. It's definitely reminding me of something, but I cannot place it. I mean, it definitely has that black and gold Megazord feel. Yeah. Because usually the red and the black, all those things go together, but it's so much fun. This kit is It's not an easy build.
No, it isn't. The inner frame, I believe, was the hardest part for me.
Yeah, I can imagine it. Did you paint the entire inner frame or just the exposed
Most
bits?
of the entire inner frame is painted. Even on the underskirts, on the skirt itself, is painted.
Ooh, okay. It's like, let's take a peek. No, that's just weird.
All the hidden thrusters.
The thrusters on the side.
And even on the shoulders are painted.
Yes, you do a very good job getting under things. A lot of people, myself included, kind of forget that there's stuff under things. And you don't think about it until it's assembled and you go, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just not look at that. I think it's so pretty. Look at it. Look at it on the camera. It's so pretty. It's so photogenic. It's ridiculous. Like I could not stop taking pictures of it that night at the Vapor Lounge. It's so good. And like I told you there, it was a hard decision. Like you came down to just two of you guys on the judging side, and it was your just straight attention to detail and clean paint, no nubs, nothing. It won over everything else.
And that's great. Like I said, this was my first fully painted build, and I dedicated time into it. To have it recognized like that it feels great.
Oh yeah, and now you're going to be even more on the internet with it. Actually, you said you brought the effect parts. Let's see if we can get some of those on there. And I know those the cape parts are kind of a pain, but we'll see what we can do. I was about to ask if Josh had seen this, and I forgot it's been on display in the store forever before he entered it anywhere. What did you think about it, Dion?
I loved it.
Good. Very simple. I love it.
I don't think they have a specific way they.
These go out this way, and then it clips into the side. I don't use mine either, so
Yeah.
I don't. Did you pledge these? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously not, because they're covered in fingerprints. But I'm not going to knock you for that. Oh, that looks sexy. I like the people who move these down to the side skirts.
Yeah.
Those are
I've
so
seen
much
that.
fun.
I'm actually getting a second Fenice right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm planning to customize it with the
That'd be Fenice Segundo.
with the wings
dude.
of the Zero.
Uh-huh. The angel wings?
Yeah, the angel wings, and with the little effect parts on its back, so it looks more like a cape.
Oh, that's cool. Here, look at that on camera.
Oh man, that looks
pretty cool. See if you can get the bullfighter in this. If it didn't have the beam saber in this hand, you probably. I'm being very careful. I always want to be. Oop!
I mean, the beam saber is small.
No, I'm fine with the beam saber. It's just I wanted to get the excuse me, burp right into the camera. Get that one down a little bit. Actually, looking upward. It's like, come on, get your head back. There we go. Oh, that's when it was hitting. It's just literally the friction of the head moving. That's not bad.
No.
Now, if you put the feet together, like the classic wings,
Oh, yeah,
that'd be fun. Yeah, that looks. It's both evil and kind of angelic at the same time. That's awesome. I like the effect parts on there now.
Yeah, I say when I first put them on, they didn't appeal to me too much. But after playing around with it some, it looks great.
If you could get if you can get them in clear red,
Yeah.
that would work. Man, this thing is neat. Makes me want to do something with mine. It's that inspiration that a lot of people don't get until they see it.
Yeah.
And I've gotten that a lot doing these builder showcases, and they go, whoa, I didn't know I could do that. So, I mean, realistically, this is just there's nothing majorly done here. Just a lot of time and effort and attention to detail to the thing. That's what I try to impart on people when they're customizing or painting. Most of it's just work. It's not hard.
Yeah.
You just got to sit down and do it. And while a lot of skills like scratch building and stuff, or even the kind of kit bashing you did, minor kit bashing you did there, while that's a lot of trial and error. And the only way to do it is to try and error.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I really do. I can't stop drooling over it, man.
The hardest parts were choosing the color, the offset reds for both the shield, the centerpiece, and the eyes.
Yeah.
And the camera, the little camera actually, well, the eyes and the cameras are just one piece.
Oh, yeah. I'm just looking at this, looking into my soul. What?
Just want to say, I'm out.
Oh.
Thanks, sir.
Bye, Dion.
All right.
Oh,
If you still need it, hold on to it.
No, you're good. Yeah, it's not doing anything at this point.
Okay.
So we're done after this, so we're good. Actually, God, that looks good.
You guys have a good
That's probably gonna be your thumbnail.
Hey.
That looks awesome.
Just have Ari open the case for you.
Okay. Oh, Josh gone? Oh, Josh is here.
Yeah, Josh just left.
Okay. I was gonna say.
He didn't want to interrupt you. All right.
Oh, they bail. Okay.
See you, sir.
Either that or you just take all your stuff home. That's the other thing. You just take your stuff home at this point. But that is awesome. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you coming out, man. I'm glad it worked out that we could get together this easily.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
like being here working with those guys already, it was just useful.
Yeah.
So the fact you live so close and obviously down here in Houston. And as I basically recommended, and obviously it worked out for you, come on down to Hobbytown if you're either shopping for model stuff or supplies, or you just need a little bit of advice. The guys here have a ton of knowledge between them all. So, I mean, it obviously helped you out
Oh, yeah,
in what you were doing with it. And I've learned things, and of course they're incredibly helpful just in finding stuff.
Yeah.
As I learned with Josh when he helped me figure out the size wheels I needed for my custom.
Gotcha.
And yeah, wheels on a Gundam, figure it out. You people don't figure it out, but it's all good. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of this, obviously you can check out the Shoky Facebook page. I've featured a lot of pictures there, along with the Instagram, because I took a lot of pictures that night, and I'm going to take a lot more here. I wish all the sand wasn't down here from Josh's kid. It's like, it'll just look like it's lightly over Mars. It's okay. It'll be fine. But nice to really get to sit down and talk with you, Eric.
Thank you, sir.
Always good. And in the future, of course, if you feel like bringing more stuff on and talking about it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like you've got a bright future in competing.
Hey, thank you very much.
Though,
feels great.
Though you will be competing against me sometime soon, so we'll see what.
Hey,
it's all good.
We all got to start somewhere.
Yeah. Hey, I'm still a beginner like everyone else. I've just been a beginner for a long time. It's like, hey, I'm still a beginner, and you guys that I look at y'all stuff. You may say you're a beginner. This is my first full paint job. Dude, that's better than most of the things I've done. And I've been at it for a while too. So it's awesome. And guys, remember to like and subscribe if you're new here. And if you really like this thing, of course, keep Eric in mind at the end of the year whenever we do the viewer's choice. Because he does good work. And hopefully we get to see a lot more good work from him in the future. And I just realized you did 2 different Build Fighter kits.
Oh, yeah.
Good job. Well, if they stop making them so good, we'll stop having to buy them, right? And if you guys are interested in the Patreon, it'll be right here. You guys know the spiel. And of course, thanks to Hobbytown for letting me use their space, come down here and do this. Of course, realistically, the guys who are helping me work here, so thanks. And always, yeah, Eric, always good to see you. If you guys want to be a part of this community here in Houston, which is really tight, go check out the HGC or the TGC on Facebook, because it's booming and growing, and we have meets all over the place. Like, I met you on the complete other side of town, but you live over here.
Yeah.
So it's all good. But we'll see you guys next time. Remember, as always, keep on building.